Hola, humans! I'm Trudell, the Comic God, and today's show is Picture This. So, the topic is Picture if Batman actually applied himself. I know. What? That's heresy. How could I say that? And I know Batman. I love Batman. I love who Batman is. I know his character. I know what he's supposed to be. He's so awesome. He's probably my top five favorite superheroes, if I'm going to be honest. But Bruce Wayne in universe makes no gosh darn sense. In a universe filled with magic, aliens, high technology, I don't know how Batman is still running around in a cloth suit. I know it's not cloth. I definitely know it's not cloth. But it might as well be with the god level threats that he has to face. So, why don't we just get into this, huh? Alright, so the rules to this thought experiment are he's still Bruce Wayne. His origin's the same, and up until he meets the Justice League and sees how big the world actually is, his path moves as normal. But once he has his first little romp with the Justice League, he's like, "Oh my gosh, I'm among gods here. I'm just a dude." And yes, I know I'm probably the smartest one in the room. Sometimes smarts can't outmatch power. Even though I know that's Batman's whole thing, in this universe he said, that's probably not the greatest idea. So his character is the same too. So nothing would turn him evil, or he won't take anything that's super special to one person. So no stealing and nothing, no super unique items. I'm gonna stay away from those. No straight up superpowers, because Bruce isn't a metahuman, so he can't have any metahuman abilities. Some things that I'll be avoiding are things like the Mobius chair, Aquaman's trident, the Spear of Destiny, Father Boxes, the Lasso of Truth, deals with Demon, the Miracle Machines, Venom, like Bane's Venom, Strange Accident, for example, how Barry got the Speed Force, Zeus's armor, the Cosmic Staff, that strange rock that he got from Superman that one time that would give him Kryptonian powers, which I tried to look for again. I remember that happening, and I tried to look for that again, and I couldn't find it anywhere, so I think that happened. But I could have just made that up. And as much as I'd like to give my dude Bruce a power ring, I'm going to stay away from that too. I'm sure he could use any of the main ones, especially green, yellow, red, blue. I'm pretty sure he would be pretty proficient with things like that, especially with enough practice. But the lanterns are usually governed by somebody, and I feel like Bruce isn't one to be looked over. So we're just taking out all lanterns or all power rings in this case, even though I think he would be so dope with one. Alright, so now that I talked about what I'm going to stay away from, let's talk about what I think he could actually do. Magic, first off. I don't know how in his travels across the world he didn't encounter magic and learn at least a little bit, especially things that would go towards his aesthetic, like any physical buffs from magic, invisibility, illusions, teleportation even, like anything a ninja would be capable of, because that's pretty much what Batman is a ninja. Anything that would boost whatever ninja's abilities are, I feel like Batman should learn the magic variant of that in his travels. He didn't, so I think that's what he should do. He doesn't have to look too far to learn magic. He knows Zatanna, he knows Constantine, he knows Dr. Fate. I'm sure all of them would be willing to give him, at the very least, pointers or set him up on his way if he wanted to learn a little bit of magic. And hell, I'm sure even Ra's al Ghul, who I don't think uses magic, knows some magic people. He definitely has a magic pit, so I'm sure it's relevant in some cases that he would have a spell or two lying around. And he trained under him, so you'd think that magic would be there. But doesn't seem to be. So that's the first thing he would learn, in my opinion, once he's seen all these god level things happening. He should learn some magic. That would give him, at the very least, a little edge. The second thing is nth metal. Nth metal is the same metal that the Hawk people, or Thanagarians, use for pretty much everything when it comes to combat. Now, if you don't know what nth metal is, you may be asking, how would this benefit the bat? Well, the magical metal has almost too many amazing properties. It's crazy. Nth metal can grant extra strength, speed, durability, and enhanced healing. It also has environment protection, so if you're in the Arctic, for example, it'll heat you up. If you're in the Congo, it'll cool you down, which is pretty useful, if you ask me. But not as useful as its ability to absorb energy, nullify magic, negate gravity, granting the wearer flight, and might even be able to resurrect the wearer, which is by far the best ability. But I only seen one site sourcing that, so I don't know if it can do that for sure, but that would be great. And as much as the Bat family ends up dying, they could really use that, even though they end up coming back anyways. Batman would not have much trouble getting his hands on nth metal. He knows both the Hawk people on Earth, and he has means to get to Thanagar on his own if he wants to, and I'm sure he can buy some. And as far as I know, Thanagar is the only place you can get nth metal from, but like, you're really telling me in the whole of the universe there's not anybody selling Thanagarian armor on like a black market or something? You could definitely get it. And they have hundreds, thousands of warriors on that planet that I'm sure would be willing to give their armor to Batman or sell it to Batman in some type of means. I don't think it's something that it would be too difficult to gain. The third is a mother box. Now, mother boxes are technology of New Genesis and the New Gods. Some versions of the superhero Cyborg is also powered by one of these mother boxes. So Batman is 100% aware of this technology, so incorporating it into his tech would definitely come to his mind on his pursuit of more strength. Now, mother boxes are also another thing that are just extremely useful, and they're just capable of so many things. They can open up boom tubes, which are extra dimensional portals. They allow you to phase through solid objects, energy manipulation, healing, technokinesis, control over technology, telekinesis, shields, and honestly, much more. I feel like mother boxes are to powers what Batman's utility belt are to gadgets. There are just too many. And what better way to upgrade Batman than give him a better version of what he's already got? I think that this may be harder to obtain than nth metal, but it seems to be pretty common on New Genesis, so he might be able to just buy one. And just like the nth metal, I think with money you could just kind of get anything you need. Plus, he's assumedly made contacts at this point of his career, so I think obtaining one wouldn't be that hard. Hell, if he looks hard enough, he might just find one lying around somewhere. The number of time that people from Apocalypse and New Genesis come to Earth and get beaten up is insane. So I'm sure that if he looks hard enough, or in one of the battles, he'll eventually just find one lying around and swipes it. Alright, so the last one is the Scarab. The Scarab is the weapon that powers the Blue Beetle. Not Ted Kord, but Jaime Reyes. The Scarab is a technology from the alien race, the Reach, and its AI system that looks like a big beetle that can come in various colors. The scarab can grow around you, creating a battle suit that has many capabilities. Some of the abilities of the scarabs are weapon production, shields, saws, laser cannons, and various energy and alien weapons. Flight can create wings and boosters, enhance strength, durability. Omnilingual can understand and translate any and all languages throughout the galaxy. Now, that is super useful. How would he attain such a device, is the question, right? Well, he has access to one of the users of these devices, and space travel is not out of his reach, so I'm sure he can find and talk to the alien race that created them, who, by the way, aren't really the best people, at least not in the Young Justice show, which is the only time I've seen them. But everyone talks when there's something in it for them, and with as much resources as Bruce has, I'm sure something can get worked out. If not attaining one for himself, it would be at least getting a blueprints. You know what? F it. Batman steals the blueprints. He's a freaking ninja, right? Let's have him steal it, because I think that's more fun. And, okay, so I feel there's a tangent coming on. Alright, this would make an interesting comic, I think. Like, you have Batman hit a complete wall, and he looks around like, what the hell am I doing? So we see a second bout of training. He was a man who trained to be a hero, but now he's done so much, and he has to be a hero that has to train to be a god? I think that'd be interesting. And who the hell doesn't want to see a training arc, huh? Training arcs, I watch a lot of anime, read manga, and personally, training arcs are my shit. I love them so much. So, I want to see Batman do a second training arc where he just tries to become as strong as Superman, for example, right? He needs it, right? And you get all these armors he has that get ripped to shreds in a second. So I think this would be so awesome. Hell, DC, I write, I illustrate, put me on a miniseries, huh? I think that would be so great. I have the idea. But, alright, tangent over. Let's get back to the main point. Now, we have Bruce in the Batcave. We have all the elements for his new suit together. Now, this is what I'm going to have him do. Now, he's smart. Like, unbelievably smart. I looked up what Batman knows, and the list is honestly way too long. He could probably do what I'm about to talk about himself, but he gathers some other, 'cause teamwork makes the dream work, right? So, the dude himself gathers the smartest in the hero community. We have Ted Kord, the Blue Beetle before the Blue Beetle I currently mentioned. We have Ray Palmer, the Atom, Michael Holt, Mr. Terrific, and with these minds, all in the same room, who the hell knows what dope things can be achieved? But why they're there is to transcend the best human hero into a god. And that is exactly what they do. The Four create something for Bruce called the Black Bat. A scarab-like technology that sits in the middle of Bruce's back, which he has access to 100% of the time, working just like the Blue Beetle scarab, but worked into all the elements of the mother box and made with nth metal elements. This is the greatest day-to-day suit that Batman has ever donned. Now, I say day-to-day because suits like the Hellbat and 10th metal armor may be stronger, but he can't wear those forever. Now, through his journey, Bruce learns some basic magic. So from that, he has basic illusions, invisibility, strength buffs, and maybe even some simple teleportation. But that might be a stretch. I don't know. Because magic was definitely not the only thing he was focusing on. Okay, now the Black Bat. What does this epic piece of technology give our new and improved Mr. Wayne? Well, the Black Bat, being a combination of nth metal, a mother box, and the scarab is extremely powerful. It grants Bruce enhanced physical abilities, durability, and healing. His new suit also allows him to fly, defying gravity itself, and being able to create boosters letting him fly at unimaginable speeds. And if he needs to get somewhere faster, then he can open up a boom tube to get there instantaneously. It also has great defenses, having a resistance to both energy and magical based attacks. He can create any weapon he needs through the suit, whether it's physical, like a sword or a saw or a shield, or energy based, like a laser or a white noise cannon. It can also connect to any technological device and has an understanding of all languages, terrestrial or alien. Pair the new tech with the magic and his genius level intellect and the crazy amount of skill he had before all this, and you have one of the greatest heroes, not just in the DC universe, but amongst the top in all fiction. Now, what do you think of what I just said? Would it make sense in universe that Batman would think he needs to get stronger? Would he go about it in the way I thought? Or am I just a dumb dummy? Let me know in the comments below. If you want to see more of these types of videos, follow me because I have ideas for days. And I made the drawing that's been playing. So if you want to get a better look at that, check out my Instagram, please. Thanks so much for watching. Come back to see more nerdy stuff, comics, anime, and just nerd in general. Have a great day. See y'all later. Now, what do you think of what I just said? Would it make sense in universe that Batman needs to get stronger? Would he go about it in the way I thought? Or am I just a dumb dummy? Let me know in the comments below. If you want to see more of these types of videos, follow me because I have ideas for days. And I made a drawing that's been playing. So if you want to get a better look at that, check me out on my Instagram, at Tradell the Comic God. Thanks so much for watching. Like, subscribe, and come back for more stuff, comics, anime, and nerd in general. Have a great day, and see y'all later. Peace.